You're on News 360, and Josephine Primpon has joined us with Mission. Joe, welcome.
Thank you, Issa.
Right.
Well, let's go straight to our stories. And for the first story, Global Advocacy Advisor on Women and Persons with Disability, Gertrude Oforiwa-Fefuame, says some polling stations were not accessible for persons with disability in the just-ended general election. She explained that her monitoring visit to some polling stations in the eastern region revealed that visually impaired persons still find it difficult to use the tactile ballot jacket.
Gertrude Oforiwa-Fefuame has been working with the Sight Savers since 2006. Her role as a global advocacy advisor involves advocating for and providing technical advice on social inclusion programs. Being part of the disability team which visited some polling stations in the 2016 elections in Ekropon, she registered her displeasure about the unfriendly environment at some polling stations.
In the second place, the sport was very inaccessible, highly challenging, particularly for a person with physical disability. There wasn't any person with disability available at the time I went for the observation.
Access to polling stations and the use of election materials remained a concern.
What the condition is that we have still not been able to make any mark. So, for instance, the EC person folded and gave it to me. But if I went into the booth and it fell and I pick it up, so it's going to be challenging independently to slot it into the jacket, ensuring I've not made a mistake. And that is something that I think we'll all from now need to pay attention to complete the independence of visually impaired persons.
However, she lauded the EC for implementing measures that enabled PWDs to cast their vote. Gertrude is also a member of the Women's Situational Room for Elections and Social Inclusion. She recommended that the Electoral Commission must strengthen the electoral processes.
Now, despite retaining her seat, the Member of Parliament for Ada Comfort Doyo-Gansa is disappointed more women could not retain their seats. On Mission tonight, Comfort explains how hard work and her achievement while in office won the heart of many voters in her constituency.
Comfort Doyo-Gansa is a 49-year-old Minister of State in charge of social and allied institutions. She has contributed her quota in running government under President Mahama's 4-year rule. After contesting a fierce primaries, Comfort has won the heart of many voters in the Ada constituency. A woman and saddled with the perception of inability to do well in politics, she defied all the odds to attain her seat. In the just-ended elections, she pulled 34,000 votes against the MPP candidate who had 4,000 votes. Although election analysts predicted a win for her, it did not sway her away from putting in hard work.
I have really worked and I have really touched on the people in the constituency. To me, I knew it was a done deal for me and my president in the constituency because I didn't underrate them, and I think they appreciate it and they came out and voted massively.
Comfort is one of the 35 women who have managed.
Appreciate it and they came out and voted massively.
Comfort is one of the 35 women who have managed to get a seat in Parliament despite public perception that women are disadvantaged in the battle to capture seats. The MP-elect, who is also a woman's advocate, is rather disappointed that most women who took part in the 2016 elections could not win or retain their seats.
It's like Ghanaians have not accepted women in politics yet, because if they have, a lot of women contested, they will have taken it into consideration. How can the MPs who survived the primaries even go into elections and they were kicked out again. We need to work on it and let Ghanaians accept that women participation in politics is important. So they should accept us anytime we try to climb the ladder to the top.
She is of the view women have a key role in managing the affairs of Ghana, and no efforts should be spared in supporting them to win seats.
So that'll be all for Mission tonight. Mission is sponsored by Star Ghana with funding from DFID, DENIDA and European Union. Now we'll be back tomorrow with more stories.